This is a question from Alex. What if all insects on Earth vanished? It might sound like a dream for some people who hate mosquitoes or cockroaches, but the reality would be far from peaceful. Insects are small, but their role in Earth's ecosystems is enormous.
First, the immediate effects would be visible in agriculture. Pollination is mostly done by bees, butterflies, and other insects. Without them, fruits, vegetables, and nuts would fail to grow. Crops like apples, almonds, tomatoes, and coffee could vanish from our diets.
Farmers might try to hand-pollinate plants, but it's labor-intensive and inefficient.
Global food production would collapse, causing massive famine within months. Staple crops like wheat or rice, which rely less on insects, might survive, but the variety of food would plummet.
Next, consider decomposition. Insects like beetles and flies break down dead plants and animals. Without them, organic matter would pile up.
Forests and fields would become littered with unprocessed leaves, animal carcasses, and waste. This would accelerate the spread of bacteria and disease in ways humans are unprepared for.
Predators that rely on insects for food would starve first. Birds, frogs, bats, and small mammals consume vast numbers of insects daily. Without this food source, their populations would crash, triggering a ripple effect through entire ecosystems.
Fish that eat insect larvae in rivers and lakes would also decline. Aquatic ecosystems would collapse, affecting species that humans rely on for fishing and nutrition. Even large predators like eagles and bears might feel the impact eventually, as the food chain unravels.
The loss of insects would also disrupt soil fertility. Earthworms, ants, and other small invertebrates work with microbes to recycle nutrients in the soil. Without insects, soils would lose their natural fertility, reducing crop yields even further.
Human economies would feel the shock almost immediately. Agriculture, fisheries, and forestry would all suffer. Food prices would skyrocket, economies would falter, and humanitarian crises could unfold worldwide. Even the balance of nature itself would be altered. Plants that rely on insects for seed dispersal would disappear over time. Invasive species might take over, unchecked by natural insect populations, creating new ecological disasters.
There could be some unexpected side effects, too. Fewer insects might mean fewer mosquito-borne diseases, which seems like a relief. But the overall collapse of ecosystems would be catastrophic, far outweighing the benefits.
Humans might try technological solutions. Artificial pollination drones, synthetic fertilizers, and genetically modified plants. But these solutions would be costly, energy-intensive, and not scalable to the level needed to replace billions of insects.
Over decades, the world without insects would look very different. Forests overgrown with unprocessed vegetation, rivers clogged with decaying matter, and a significant decline in biodiversity. The Earth might survive, but life as we know it would change forever.
So while it might seem tempting to imagine a bug-free world, insects are essential for life on Earth. Without them, the planet would be quieter, but far more dangerous and inhospitable.
In the end, vanishing insects would not just inconvenience humans, they would destabilize the entire web of life, showing just how connected we all are, even to the smallest creatures.